This message begins with a quote from Margaret Wheatley. I believe we become more fully human with any gesture of generosity, anytime we reach out to another rather than to withdraw into our individual suffering. I know you are generous. If for no other reason, given the finite time that you have, you are generous enough to bring your attention to this message. Thank you. Could you be more generous? Could I be more generous? Probably. In seminary, they taught us that we would have to give the sermon on the amount, strongly implying that the words I would write and you would read would make you somehow more generous. But here's the thing, I do not have that kind of magic. You do. Many organizations and charities, they're doing all they can to work their magic in order to persuade you to give whatever extra money you have to them. Each and every one of them is no doubt a good cause. And whether they know it or not, their ask and your consideration, your discernment and action, these help you become more fully human. That in and of itself is a pretty darn good cause. The world needs more humans practicing to be the best and most human we can be, especially at this moment. If we are to believe the quote that is at the top of the letter that is being sent along with this video, that means practicing generosity, any gesture of generosity. First you needs you to practice your generosity in all the places that matter to you. I hope you will join with others to pledge in a way that recognizes that this is not an act of generosity to an ordinary charity. When you pledge to First You, your pledge is an act of sustaining your spiritual community at a time when you need this sustenance, and this spiritual community is needed by so many others. Your generosity creates the possibility of First You moving into its untapped potential at a time when we are so desperately needed. And if you did not hear my sermon on March 2nd, please listen to it or read it. In it, I share my vision of what First You could be, can be, through all of our consistent and ongoing generosity. First You needs you to practice your generosity here through consistent, determined, and intentional acts of generosity that sustain this place and this people, which sustains you. Please make an annual pledge. And if you can, please increase your annual pledge. First You needs your practice of becoming ever more human. I am blessed to be on this journey with you.